Welcome back to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, where we are in the Lich's lair, where we want to fight the Lich. Hopefully not, because they are generally invincible. If this is working like other versions of the Lich that I fought in other games. And that's why I have the fireball spell.
Hells, I missed.
That stings, doesn't it, evil?
That's why I have the fireball. What? Okay, the things turn out weird sometimes. Can you come through the doors towards me? Seems not. Ah, one of the scepters. The silver scepter is for most part of basic unremarkable design. The exception is the bottom end of the rod, which has several grooves and markings etched upon its surface. It is in some ways reminiscent of a key, but whatever portal it might open is no ordinary door. Okay. It's a second way into the same room here. I know there's a skeleton archer behind that, so we're going here. And we'll be looking out for traps. That's not how it works. Looking out for traps. Yep. Okay, we can't interact with them, so no lighting the torch puzzle again. I assume the last one will have one too. I was weirdly getting the audio of a trap discovered, but not the visual. Okay, this door. It's locked. No visible lock. Opening mechanism northwest of your current location, and we can because we can see the gears. Okay, let's go to the northeast then. And not you. Fireball. Don't go for the bone bed, but instead for the ground next to the bone bed, like there. We killed most of them. Did Glint get hit by my own fire spell? Okay. We'll undo that. A little further in, like there. Minsk and Glint did get something weird. Panic. Okay. I might cast also another fireball. We killed most of them now. Go for the greater gust here.
My power fails me.
Oh, she was attacked out of it. Kill the Shadowed Soul as he's trying to oh, you're stupid! We have to clear the other path first, because he is stupid. Panic doesn't mean that you're going somewhere where you haven't been before if you have a safe place to go back to.
Resisting me. Need to try.
Oh.
Stop and help me.
I need healing to fight on.
Ow! Ow!
Kill it, please.
Ow! Hells, I missed.
We get a big two-handed sword. That's the Sword of Troll Decapitation. Runes along the length of this powerful blade spell death to trolls in multiple languages. A green gem set in the weapon's hilt glows with a pale green light. Legend tells that the famous dwarf Drolic troll killer used this sword in his adventuring days, but lost it during a particularly brutal fight in the Troll Hills. Despite the item's name, it does not actually decapitate trolls. A rumor sprung up regarding its powers, and despite evidence to the contrary, the sword has never shaken the nickname. On a critical hit against a troll, the wearer gains +1 to strength. Non-cumulative. It's good against trolls, so if we ever fight trolls, you'll take that sword then. If I remember.
Your jealousy's just eating you up, isn't it? That's
We had to
Next
do
time
a
you
triple
open your mouth,
rest.
close it quickly, before that sort of idiocy spills off your tongue.
We'll have to check for that room again, because they might wander here. If we're not ready. Okay, these stupid assholes. And you also fireball. Okay, double fireball killed everything. These are runic symbols, which I don't know what they do. So I'm not... Let's check one of them. You're too far away to use that. Okay. I think we'll need a clue for this. I want to see what happens. The leaf etched upon the breastplate. Okay, this is a riddle. I'll return to it later. We don't have our fireballs, so let's rest again. Okay.
I think someone overstarched your tunic. Can't think why else you'd be so stiff.
Do not distract me with such trivialities.
More conversation, please? Nope. That's locked. By something to the northeast. Okay, this here unlocks that door. Then we have this door. Which was weirdly not easy to open. Fireball. Fireball. We deserved that.
Den of stinking evil. Actually, this evil is not as smelly as it usually is. We come for you anyway. Well, scrubbed evil.
Okay, we get a chest key, cleric's vestment, and a Sven gem. Lock of the chest this small but delicately. The lock of the chest this small but delicately wrought key opens must be fiendishly complex in its design. The image of a dwarf holding a jeweled dagger has been painstakingly etched upon the key's head. Oh, that's for a buff. So let's return there in a second. These dark red and green robes are made of simple dwarven design. Nothing special about them. Okay. So let's look around more here. There's several weird things going on here. There's a fire here and a table here. We get a armored skeleton. And okay, let's do it another way. Let's do it like we always do with the sheathing. What the where's that coming from? I wanted to sheath it over there, but okay. Let's see. Okay. Fireball. Fireball.
I need healing.
I'm almost one-shotting myself there. Ah, I hate that. Can you please come over to me? So now, fireballs. As they are piled up, I have to pile up at the door. No, don't go in, you stupid assholes! And no, nobody is there to be pulled here. Please grumble in one pile for a bit. Where are you coming from? And why are you coming from? Why are you coming here so often? So weirdly, so out of order. You should change to that again. Of course, let's go out. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, man. I have a formation set up and you're just squandering it every time. Man, I have a formation set up for you. Okay, now the others can come. Bah. Yeah, of course he's held. The only one doing damage. Ah. Okay, kill the bat. Okay. I have a formation set up that says Minsk is in front every time.
So tell me, Captain, how did someone like you rise so high in the Flaming Fist?
It depends what you mean by someone like me.
There aren't many mothers who'd rather fight zealots thousands of miles from home when they could be making their children dinner and putting them to bed.
Circumstances don't allow many people, mothers or otherwise, to do what they'd prefer.
Nonsense. I do what I will, where I will, when I will, with whom I will.
Keep flapping your lips and I'll show you a pathetic creature, you little tart.
Captain Corwin, please. I meant no disrespect.
I know what you meant. Next time, keep that thrice-damned pit of hell you call a mouth shut, or I'll shut it for you.
It sometimes takes so long for them to get back information. I'm trying to pull them with Minsk now. Kill that tattered skeleton. I assume it's alone now. Oh no, it isn't. Bladed skeleton. We haven't had something like that. So we're going to destroy it with magic. Kill that bladed skeleton. Just one person hit it. Thank you. No, Safatna, but damn it! Always. Can you please kill the attacking another one? Someone, no! Oh, this stupid game. Why would anyone attack the paralyzed thing and not someone who's a real danger to them and hitting them? Okay, we should be able to defeat the other guys. Wow. Yeah, doors are very difficult for adventuring parties. It happens to me all the time, every time. If I'm on the street with a friend and we have to go through a door, we're piling up for a minute. That's real that it happens, yeah. Bullshit. A blue mist rises from the depth of the earth, bringing with it the stench of magic and decay. Gazing into the mist makes your head throb, but the sensation passes if you look away. Once you look away. Okay, there's stuff to the left. And the throne does something? Okay. Did I look at that already? We're just sharp, no problem. We aren't even dangerous, but we can play here, ring around the rosy for a bit. But we now know that stuff in this room is trapped, so we can look for more traps. Was it as long the last time around? I did this a few times when I was fighting those sirens at the coast. We got another scepter, protection scroll we don't need, vampiric touch, that's for you. Go away. Staring at the smoke within these containers, you catch fleeting glimpses of faces, people, events long past or yet to occur, or so you imagine. The liquids that one fills this complete network of tubes and wires set upon this table have long since dried, but the odor of feet and lunacy still lingers in the air around it. Stare at the other thing to find the trap, please. I'm opening it now. We got a failed phylactery and notes on a failed experiment. And an essence of clarity. That's new. The alchemical skill on display inside this glass vial is near stunning in its accomplishment. The contents are nothing less than pure perception. Distilled through unknown, all but unimaginable processes into fluid form. Consuming the potion would destroy any mortal mind. Okay, that's a quest item. Then we have the failed phylactery made of gold-colored lumpy metal. The sides of this box are so uneven that its top cannot fully close. Melt it down, it may have some value as a container. It is worthless. Okay, we can melt that. Wait. Put these inside. Oh, this, of course. Notes on the failed experiments. Several sheets of parchment are covered in notations written by a steady, methodical hand. Much of the writing has faded beyond legibility or consists of arcane equations beyond your understanding. A few lines near the bottom of the pile, however, can be deciphered. Though the gold alloy proved more difficult to work than anticipated, I remain convinced that, once it is rendered sufficiently malleable, it will be an ideal substance from which to construct a phylactery. The heat of the elemental plane of fire should render the material more pliant. I will use the portal to access that searing inferno shortly. First, I must scry a suitable private location there in which to do my work. Okay. I can use a portal to go to the plane of fire to melt down this phylactery. Okay. And that this essence of clarity that I assume is a... not all of you. That is, I assume, is a quest item. The silver metal throne remains an impressive sight despite the state of disrepair it's been left in after years of neglect. Concealed in the chair's left arm is an intricately carved wooden lever. The mechanism it connects to is old but well made. It likely still functions. You pull the lever in the chair's arm and hear the sound of ancient gears grinding together. A trace of dust falls from the ceiling as the groan of moving metal echoes throughout the complex. And we have this door opened now. Still need this door, which is closed by this. And we have still that door, which we didn't go through yet, because it was too dangerous. And we also found the body of the one who was with the other dwarves. Kill that archer and the other archer. Let's see, what do we have got here? Remains. Through brittle bones are held together only by tattered remnants of clothes. I don't know what we need them for, so I'm not taking them now, but we might need them later. Arrow, quarterstaff, mage robe, a glitter dust spell, a greater restoration scroll, more arrows. Oh, god damn it, this little inventory is stupid stuff. Arrows of anti-magic, that's new. Anti-magic field spell. 50% of spellcasting failure. Also glitter dust spell. And we got arrows. And that thing. Wait. Okay, that's... Ooh, something like that. Put it there. Nice arrow. Normal arrows will get shared between we two, and the ice arrow goes in there. Okay. Good, we can continue now. We can see through the thing over there, but... Okay, this leads to a cavity around the building's entrance has been dug into the dirt and rock piled over it, but there's little hope of escaping the site from here. Okay, this will be another way out. Can we shoot in from here? Don't go directly to it. Oh god. Go over there. I'm panicked. Was Dinner his fireball or your own? Can I do monster summoning in there? That would be great. I assume they heal if I do something like that. Okay. You two, come here. Boah! This is so stupid that they still think they're in a six-person thing when they when I give them orders together. And we killed someone. A lot of someones. You can't spawn right next to
Your
me.
skills prove ever more helpful.
That's not how normal worlds work. That's not how normal worlds work.
Your skills prove ever more
Enemies
helpful.
are where enemies are, not in any other place than
That is a
that.
startling admission. You have my thanks.
Can I loot through the thing? No, okay. At least that's not completely weird. Okay. Then let's check for a second if we can somehow open this door and survive. Did we both do it? I cast my fireball, but Dinner here is panicked. Great. Kill that thing. Oh, Dinner here, you're going in very difficult ways that I don't want you to go in. Okay. What's that you're suffering from? Disease. Oh god. Oh god. I don't have a cure disease memorized. Can you go in there? Oh, that's the wrong person. Stefan is the one who needs to be cured. Okay. Whew. That might have been close. No. I cleared the dungeon. Where should the monsters come from? It's just such a bullshit to have these spawning monsters. It's a thing that this game doesn't need. So we have now 2 of these essences of clarity. Oh wait. No. Traps. This has nothing. This also has nothing. Fragments of stone slabs that covered the sarcophagi scattered throughout the murk-littered chamber litter the floor. Okay. Murk-filled chamber, not murk-littered. Okay, no traps as far as she is concerned, at least. Open the stuff. We got the 3rd scepter. That's locked. That was a trap. And I saved for the spell, so no problem. We got a weird quarterstaff. And more stuff. The uncursed staff. Okay. We'll be checking for that in a second. I wanna loot the rest of what's in here. That's a Baldur. We had a very weird version of that Baldur in that one Durlek thing. Decades ago, an adventuring priest of Gaunt discovered a cursed staff in a dungeon. Despite its curse, the staff was well crafted and fine-looking weapon. The priest sought a way to lift the curse. Though he was never able to do so, he was able to add an enchantment to the staff, mostly negating its cursed properties, allowing him to carry it and put it away as desired. Though the staff was little better than a regular weapon, the priest carried it the rest of his days as it boosted his ability to carry treasure out of subsequent dungeons. It's a -2 staff, but it gives 18 strength. Okay, we're gonna sell that thing. Now you can check upon that thing up there. Wand of Fear, which I don't need. Breach is a new spell for me. Vampiric Touch, she has that. Breach. When the spell is cast at a creature, it breaches and dispels all of the specific and combat protections. Okay, that's the best version of the Dispel Magic spell that I found so far. Only works on... Wait, Breach, yeah. Doesn't only work on enemies. So we could do this with the scepters here. Or we could see... Let's talk to the dwarves about their fellow first. And open that chest. Maybe it will hold a part of the solution to some of the riddles down here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I don't know why he keeps saying that when I've obviously clicked at the entrance with all of my party members, and the game knows that. Wait, let's look at the chest first, and then talk about your party member. The journal and a parchment. All that remains of the wax seal that once contained this ancient parchment secrets is a grey stain on its back. On the other side is a letter written centuries ago. It's simple but effective penmanship, making the message easy to read despite its age. Dearest Karella, our journey to the Shadow King's outpost has been long and treacherous. Trolls, hobgoblins, gnolls, svarts, and even a gargoyle stood twixt us and our goal, but we finally made it across Coastway Crossing. If the map Perline from the Netherese vampire steers us too, we cannot be far from our goal. Even if this venture proves as profitable as Vulcans believes it will be, I'll believe that when I see it, and perhaps not even then. There are many more dangers ahead. No property of the Shadow King will be left undefended. At a minimum, we are told to expect resistance from a small army of minor undead, which do not concern me overmuch, and a lich under the influence of the King's overmind, which concerns me greatly. Once these threats are dealt with, the going should be much easier. Along with the map, the vampire supplied us with a key it claims opens the door to the Shadow King's inner sanctum. It spoke of a treasure room hidden within, loaded with items of great power and value. I sent this letter to you in the hopes that it finds you in good health and that we will be together again soon, but however soon that may be, it cannot be soon enough for my taste. Until then, I remain yours, Acta Coldhearth. Journal of Gurn Coldhearth. An inscription on the inside cover of the small leather journal identifies its owner as one Gurn Coldhearth. The letter buried beneath the name is only legible after several seconds of study. Written by the same hand as Coldhearth's name, it reads Devoted of Dumathoin before it was violently crossed out, tearing the paper in several places. Gurn Coldhearth values his secrets. The bulk of the journal's entries, written in complex code beyond the ability to decipher. The latest entry, however, was scrolled quickly across the page in the common language of the realms. Must record this quickly before the memory fades. Last night, as I slept, the mind of the Shadow King's lich touched mine. It confirmed that we will soon reach the outpost if we continue the dig. When we do, I will go to him and perform a ritual, severing him from the overmind. In exchange, he shall grant me what I seek. No longer need I live in fear of the sickness ravaging this body. I must push deep vein the others all the harder to continue digging until at last what I so richly deserve is finally mine. You wanted to deal with the lich. That's a thing that the only thing you can do about hearing someone making a deal with a lich is facepalming. Wow, is he stupid. Let's talk to Brother Deepwain about that.
You've returned. What did you find?
I
Any sign of Gurn Coldhearth?
I found his journal. Gurn Coldhearth is not the man you thought he was. What are you talking about, you empty-headed nuns? Gurn manipulated you, tricked you into traveling here that he might enrich himself. Gurn Coldhearth was a good man, one of the best. I'll not have you talk about him this way. Read this journal yourself. You'll see I speak the truth. Oh, no. This cannot be. Coldhearth, you ill-spawned bastard. How could you do that to me? He is a disciple of Abathor. You and your fellows were a sacrifice made in the name of greed. And now he'd see himself transformed, give up his mortal life and become a lich. That cannot happen, it cannot. It won't, I'll see to it. I'm not strong enough to face him as a mortal, never mind an undead. You, though, you might be able to take him specially with us. We call it the Secret Revealed. It lights blinds and burns all creatures of unlife and may help you defeat the lich, but use it sparingly. It will not last long. If it fails you, bring it back. It might be able to make it work again once or twice before your secret's power is lost. Now go, find Coldhearth and lay the traitor low before he gets what he seeks. Oh, we got the secret unveiled. 48 magic damage versus undead. Weakens liches, leaving them more susceptible to attacks. Okay. So I'm taking that. Seek out and destroy Coldhearth. So go back down. So we have the water thing, the water pond first.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay.
You have an interesting way of talking. I mean
So
your
with
language,
that-
not your means. My second cousin twice removed could make his posterior talk. Better company than he was.
I do not
Okay.
understand what thou art trying to say.
See, it's that right there. These and thous and thines. Isn't it easier to use yous and use again in yours?
When one's power comes from incantation, it is a wise witch Larin who keeps her tongue limber.
Oh. So you do it to retain clarity. Make sure your mouth can form the words and keep your mind sharp. That's what you're saying. Thou art saying?
Perhaps that is the
I
truth.
love
Perhaps
dungeons.
I just prefer
They're
a more
usually
formal
bursting
affect.
with
Who is to
gold.
say?
You're not going to tell me one way or the other, are you? Oh, I like thee.
Interesting. Place silver scepter. 2 empty spaces still remain. Wait, I didn't read. Oh, both of them are also silver scepters. Third scepter slides smoothly into the place at the side of the pedestal. Only one slot remains unfilled. You place the final scepter. 3000 experience. Though the air remains still and stagnant in the chamber, the pool atop the pedestal ripples and begins to swirl. You find yourself thinking of the people who have affected you most of late, of one specifically, Imoen. As you think of her, the pool grows calm. An indistinct image appears within it, quickly growing in clarity. You find yourself watching a scene unfold from above as a god might do.
Concentrate, girl. Clear your mind of all thoughts.
That should be easy. A lot of people say there isn't much thinking going on in there to begin with.
You are not without wit, Imoen, but that will only take you so far. What you need and currently lack is focus.
Forgive me, Duke Janath. It's hard. My best friend is charging into a dragon's mouth, and I'm just sitting here, thinking about magic and stuff.
If you were truly thinking about magic, you'd not be talking so much.
I made a mistake. I should never have let them go face Kalar without me.
In your current state, you'd be nothing but a burden. If you truly want to help your friend, you must focus your mind and your energies on your studies.
You're right. I know you're right. All right. What am I supposed to do again?
Clear your mind.
Clear my mind. Right. I could do that. Clearing my mind. Clearing my mind. Mind being cleared. Clear mind. Cleared mind. Clear mind. Ah.
We got 500 quest points per person, and she did a shield thing. Great. Is it there? Okay. What does Glyn say? I should keep watch for any of Glyn's relatives. Yeah, of course. Can I get a second vision? As you pour the vials clear fluid into the pool, the murky water clears somewhat. Ah, that's what the essence of clarity is for, to see the other two visions. Though the remnants of who have affected you most of late, of one specifically, Kayla Argent. As you think of her, the pool grows calm.
You know my name, you know my cause, but you do not know my story. Mine is a noble family, blessed in every way. The Argents are destined for greatness, or so some think. I thought it myself once. Thinking I could do no wrong, I wronged many, far too many. In time, I came to realize that my actions were not without consequence, that a price was paid, though it was not paid by me. I knew that had to change, but how? How might I redeem myself for my sins? For years I prayed for guidance, and then one day, one glorious day, an answer was bestowed on me by the gods themselves. Many have been taken from this world before their time, lost in the Dragonspear Wars, dragged down into the 9 hells in defiance of the holy order of things. Some believe they are gone, never to return. I know better. With you at my back, I swear to you, what was lost will be restored!
And we have another bottle that we put in, and we'll have a vision of the hooded man.
You came. Good. I wasn't sure you would.
I was curious. I had to learn who would be so arrogant, so foolish as to summon me in such a fashion. Who are you who thinks himself my equal? My better even, judging by your message's tone?
Me? I am naught but a servant.
If you know who I am, you know that I do not deal with the servants of others. If your master would speak with me, I am happy to do so. Or has he grown so weak, even his words can no longer reach this plane?
Do not doubt my master's power, or our allies.
You think I doubt the Umbral Accord's power?
If you respected it, you would not do as you did in Baldur's Gate. The child of Bal belongs to my master.
I've done nothing to keep the godling from you.
You are trying to influence Bal's spawn, and in doing so, you interfere with my master's business. The Accord will not let this continue.
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps not. You do not speak for the Accord, and I do not bow to the demands of some broken fiend's lickspittle.
Interesting. I have no real idea what that was about, because about the Shard of Bal, that did mean me. Yeah, that's clear to me that he did mean me. I don't know what the Accord is, because I'm not an experienced Dungeons & Dragons player. But an experienced Dungeons & Dragons player may know what the Accord is, and thus directly know who he was working for, like Bane perhaps. That was like the one name that I still have in mind. Wait. Does it do anything? Only your own reflection. Okay. Okay, so next episode we'll continue by solving this puzzle, which I assume has to do with what we read so far, because at the one thing of that there was like a leaf for spring, and I read that in one of the books that we found here. The winter, the autumn, at the end the spring. Wait. The winter is the end of the mortal life. The autumnal deterioration of life energy that precedes the mortal winter follows the rebirth in undeath. So winter, then autumn, then spring. Where's summer? We'll see that in the next episode. Let's put that to backpack so I can find it easier. Okay. Let's do that in the next episode. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.